How to be irrelevant to your company and make it more valuable. You should be working very hard to build your business into something great and make yourself irrelevant in the process. The strategy is simple. Have a big vision and make it worthy of your time and effort, and more importantly, your staff's time and effort. Bring great people with varied skill sets and experience on board. Make sure they speak their mind. Let them do what they do best and are most passionate about. We all have a superpower, and at our core, we know what it is. This is usually accompanied by a deep desire to unleash it to its fullest potential. Create a desirable, inclusive atmosphere that great people want to be a part of. If you succeed, they will thrive and likely take the company much further than you ever could on your own. So what should irrelevant mean to you in the context of selling your company? Right now and for the foreseeable future, you will maintain the vision and lead the charge. As you are getting ready to transition, slowly replace your superpowers with others who demonstrate the same abilities and let them take over. The same applies to any of your key staff who will be leaving around the time of selling or within a few years. Buyers will interview your employees and they will find out who is staying and who is going. Start training their replacements as well. At some point, you will become redundant, irrelevant, and unnecessary to managing and growing the business. You will then have succeeded. The business operating without you is a key factor when buyers are considering purchasing your company. It means they can step in and immediately take over. It's not easy and requires some real grit on your part. While many day-to-day functional activities are taken care of by staff, there are still top-level decisions that always seem to fall into your lap. No, this is not by fluke, it is by design, and that's your design. The desire to be relevant and important to the process. It's human nature. There is a reason that some of you have kept your business running at a particular sales level for years. It's not always because opportunities have dried up, nor is it the new developments within your industry. It's because there is a comfort in working in a particular size business. You found your comfort zone and staying there as well, it's more comfortable. Typically, an owner will keep a successful business just under $3 million, around $2.6 million in annual sales, or in many cases under $1 million or under $2 million. You've created what is often referred to as a lifestyle business, and that is your lifestyle. I know it sounds counterintuitive since you spent the last few decades making most of the key decisions, creating and massaging the vision, leading the sales, and generally driving the business to its current success. It won't be easy to give up the responsibilities and let go, but the owner who has done this typically finds that among the many factors used by buyers to make a purchase decision, this one is absolutely key. Put yourself in the buyer's seat. You do the transaction, and suddenly you, the owner, get hit by a bus, or there is a falling out and you refuse to continue the transition relationship. You don't agree with the change they're making, and your instinct is to fight it, or worse, sabotage the change. If the buyer is dependent upon one or two people to determine the fate of the business post-sale, they're highly unlikely to move forward with a business purchase. They won't be interested. They'll move on to the next one. You can say it won't happen all you want, but when one is dealing with real money and time invested in the success of a venture, they want all the right cards in their hand. So become irrelevant personally to the point where you become incredibly desirable as a company. And here's your task. Step 1 is to be clear on your superpowers. Step 2 is to determine who the best replacement might be, and you want to look inside your business and outside. Step 3 is to identify the current staff with other superpowers the company needs to thrive, and their replacements, because you never know who will leave or when. So, the exercise is listing your superpowers and replacements, your power and your replacement, and list as many as you feel are necessary. Then, other currently existing superpowers within the company and their replacements. Remember, power and replacement.